How dare some of you motherfuckers in the comment section, especially over in Ticket's video, right, talking about it, his live stream earlier. How some of you motherfuckers have the nerve to sit up there and call me and Ticket, like, basically insinuating that, you know, we're some Jordan haters now. Us? Me? Me? Motherfucker, me? Do you know how many fucking times on YouTube in the last fucking 10 years I've been called a Jordan hater, a Jordan jockstrap sniffer, a Jordan dick rider, a Jordan fanboy, a Bruce Blitz minion, a Bruce Blitz spy? Do you know how much shit I've gone through on YouTube? You got the fucking nerve to call me that bullshit? Fuck you! Fuck each and every one of you that feel that way. Then you got this motherfucker gonna tell me, talking through somebody else, oh, you gotta excuse Ticket and the other ones. They were little kids playing video games back then. They don't know. Nigga, when I was 8, I was reading 12th grade level fucking books, bitch. Fuck you. You're not on my level. You might be older than me, okay? Maybe you are in your 50s or 60s. But there's a reason, and I don't normally talk like this, but there's a reason I got 25,000 subs. And don't show my face. For the most part. Meaning that it's not about my gimmick or anything that I'm doing on the camera. It's about what I'm talking about. Now, I've been saying for years, I think Michael Jordan is the greatest basketball player in NBA history. That's just an opinion. Okay? But I'm not going to sit there and look at some man in idolatry. He's not fucking perfect. Okay? And he was wrong when it came to that race with Harvey Gantt and Jesse Helms. Okay? Even if you watch the fucking documentary, even his mother got on him. Okay? I understand all that tunnel vision shit. I get that. Okay? But you gotta really look at the situation for what it was, okay? Yes, in the 1990s, it was a different time, okay? In the 1990s, we weren't as polarized as we are now. Okay, in the 1990s, our society, we weren't as ramped up politically. We weren't involved in the process as much throughout the 90s. But that wasn't necessarily true in the early 90s because there was a renaissance of political activism. Okay? There was a social reawakening with young black people in the early 1990s. So that's not totally true. Okay? There were people from prior generations like the Kareem Abdul-Jabbars and the Jim Browns, okay, and the Bill Russells and others that questioned people like Michael Jordan and Jackie Joyner Kersey and Jerry Rice and other black athletes at the time, maybe even Barry Sanders, one of them they criticized. Why aren't you guys more vocal politically? And the short answer is they didn't want to fuck up those endorsements. And that's what it comes down to, okay? Let's be real about it. Okay? Mike didn't want to fuck up his rep nor his money. Okay? I'm not fucking coming down as hard as him or some other people would. But that's the truth. Okay? But you got to pay a price for that. Okay? He sold out for the money. And let's look at it. It's not like that Senate race is people picking on Mike. Jesse Helms, at that time, was one of the most openly, if not the most openly racist politician in Washington. And don't come on my channel talking about the few token black people he had working for him. That was just some quota shit, okay? The man did not like black people, okay? This is a man who, when he won on election night, said, "There's no joy in Mudville tonight." Okay? Talking about the Democrats and Gant, but he really was talking in code about black people. Mudville. Okay? Which was a line from that poem about the guy at bat. I forgot what the hell it was. It the Great Casey or whatever? I can't remember. But that was it was taken in context to talk about black people. Mudville. Okay? He's a racist piece of shit. Okay? And Harvey Gantt lost, but not by a huge margin. I think it was something like maybe 53% to 46%. Okay? Now, as popular as Michael Jordan was in 1990, and being that that was his home state, okay, North Carolina, who knows? And at that time, Michael Jordan was popular with everybody. He was a rare athlete. Maybe he could have ramped up the black vote even higher. Maybe he could have persuaded some whites to vote for Gantt. Maybe a few more. I don't know. But it's not even about having Harvey Gantt win. It's about principles. He should have spoken up. Or, at the very least, if he didn't want to endorse Gantt, because he said he didn't know enough about him, at the very least, speak out against Jesse Helms. That's why he said Republicans buy sneakers too, because he didn't want to offend them. It wasn't an off-the-cuff remark. It wasn't just some throwaway line like he's saying. He said it because he was afraid of his image being tarnished. And he knows that. That's why he went years later and endorsed Bill Bradley. Mike knows he was wrong. He's just the type of guy, he's not going to admit it. Okay? But I'm going to say something in closing too, man. It pissed me off. This really pissed me off, man, because I never fucking criticize Mike about shit. Not when it comes to, like, on the court shit. I think he's the best basketball player of all time. Okay? But, and I've even taken up for Mike when, you know, some people call him a coon. And they have a really good reason to call him that. I bring up the hiring practices that he has as an owner where they hire a lot of minorities and African-American men. Okay? But on this instance, Michael Jordan was wrong. And you got the nerve to attack me? You know what? This lets me believe that some of you guys will be even worse than these LeBron guys. Because look, for a brief period of time, you're having 2 hours devoted to the guy that we grew up watching play in the NBA. And you have one episode that puts a couple of chinks in his armor. And you guys are whining and crying and boo-hooing and making fucking complaints all up and down social media. Crying every motherfucking where. Okay? Crying. But you guys get on the LeBron fans for being sensitive. And you guys are older than me. Now, like I said before, the 1990s was primarily a more conservative time. Okay? That's when we were still a center-right nation. That's when 95 to 97% of Americans still believed in God. Okay? We had a Republican president to start off the decade, George H.W. Bush, and we had a fake Democrat in Bill Clinton who had to pivot to the right to win re-election. Okay? So that was a different era. That's when sitcoms like The Cosby Show, with its moral values, were reigning supreme, on the air in a different world. Okay? That's when it was taboo for someone to say damn on TV, like Martin. I remember Martin was the first sitcom I ever heard somebody say damn. Well, really, I think it was him. Well, no, not damn. Bitch. I remember the episode was when Tommy was shaving his head, when they all were acting like they was broken shit trying to give him presents, and Tommy was shaving his head, and Martin Sink, he said, "Ain't this a bitch?" And I was like, what? Never heard nobody say that on TV. But hey, now you got, on TV you got lesbian scene in every sitcom, But getting to the point, man, come on. Stop acting like you can't criticize Michael Jordan on any fucking thing. Okay? You talk about people act like they on Clutch Sports. Y'all acting like y'all on Jordan's payroll. Gotta forgive Ticket and Too Raw. They were little kids playing video games back then. Man, fuck you. I tell you what, make your own channel. Better yet, go on Ticket's show next time. Okay? Come on Ticket's show and let's talk about that time period. Since you want to debate me and you say we all weak and shit and a bunch of yes men and Ticket. I'm so sick of people who, when they don't have no fucking argument, right, they want to sit there and say, oh, they just agree. Maybe we just happen to agree on shit. I don't agree with everything Ticket believes. And he don't agree with everything I believe. I don't think Kobe's top 5. I think he's top 10. But I don't think he's top 5. He thinks Kobe's number 3. I think Kobe may be like, maybe number, I think he might be number 6, number 7. Okay? But does that really matter? Does these little, small, incremental differences matter in the grand scheme of things? Or is it important that you have 2 young, relatively young black men on YouTube with channels that are geared toward an audience, that is not really being represented out there? Isn't that more important? Isn't that more important that you got channels like me and Ticket and LVZ and Quest X and 78 Sports TV, Town Biz? Isn't that more important than all this other stupid shit? I don't know. But tell me what you guys think.